And action. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome aboard once again. It is your good friend here, Paul David Boyd, and I'm doing my live show here the 26th of May. We're wrapping up May's gonna soon be history for 2021. Hopefully, we'll never have a May this bad as with the COVID and all this crap. Hopefully, this will be the last May we have to endure life in the underground, kind of living. Behind me is actually I got a little picture of this is the actual beach. It was earlier. I took it earlier tonight when the moon was out bright before it clouded over, and excuse me, and some thunderstorms are moving in tonight for the Lawrencetown area here. And I'm just down here at my beach house, my cottage here by the beach. Just had to check on, make sure that everything's okay. No critters, foxes, or any other animals got into my shed here or into the home itself. Right now, I'm having a beautiful glass of. It's actually a homemade drink here. It's a non-alcoholic. It's made of cucumber juice, and it has lime in it, and it's carbonated with a home carbonator. Made on my machine, my carbonation juice machine. It has a little bit of a citrus taste to it because I use the citrus to make the bubbles in it. So basically, what I got up today, and I slept in an extra half hour than I did normally. I wasn't feeling too good this morning. I'm still recovering from my shot, but I have new talent now. I can attract magnets to where my both my arms were, especially where my arm was. Given the vaccine shot, I can now attract magnets and metal sticks there. It's pretty cool. Taking metal and magnets and forks and knives and things like that, and they stick to where I was given my COVID shot. But it's also both my muscles, anywhere I get my muscles now, seem to become magnetic, which is pretty cool. A new skill I got now, I guess, thanks to the vaccine shot. But to get back to what happened today, I got up at 10 o'clock. Usually I get up around 9. I tried getting up at 8 o'clock, and I went to bed early, but I just couldn't wake up. I just kept on going back into sleep. So what I did then is I got up and I watched some more of the Netflix Z Nation. It's about zombies and stuff. It's a pretty cool series. And then I called the garage to check on my car, and the guy was joking around. He said, "Oh, it's gonna be a couple more days before your car's fixed." But I managed to get a secondhand radiator put in my car because the radiator I told you a few days ago. I'm sorry I haven't been updating every day, but I think it was around. I think it was on Thursday that my radiator was leaking. Steam was coming up, and it was getting really bad. And they put some powder in it. It worked for a little while, but then after a while, it started leaking again. The radiator, so the garage ordered me a new one, but my friend Al, he happened to have a used one around in his possession, so he gave me his used one, sold it to me for a quarter of the cost it cost me for a new one. So and it's just like new radiator on it, so it's great. So I get the radiator popped in, and before noon, I was actually had the car back in my possession. I was really surprised. I had to call the doctors. Every 3 to 4 weeks, I had to get injections in my back for pain because I have arthritis. I have in my back, and I had to get 6 or 7 needles in my back to cover the pain, and I'm on medication as well for that. But there's no cure for the arthritis in my back. It's just because of the job too. Sitting all the time driving cab is not easy on your spine. So basically, after I got my car and before I got my car, I made myself breakfast. I'm every day now. I'm using the blender and I'm getting a fruit salad or a fruit cocktail, and I mix that with a whole banana. I use a peel and all, and then I add some fresh ground cinnamon and real ginger to it, and I add some oats and some other grains, a grain mix. I guess called super grains. I mix that all in, and I put about half a cup of yogurt in it, and I blend it. And I've been having that every day. I don't eat meat. I don't eat eggs anymore in the morning. I just have my full 2 cups of blended fruit and grains, and I have that for breakfast. And then I got a call from the garage, so they picked me up and took me back down to my car. I drove my car home, And the new radiator, well, not the new radiator, but the new to me radiator, the secondhand radiator, didn't have the smell or stink, and it didn't look like it was leaking like the other one was before. And I checked my levels, and so far so good. Cross our fingers that it will continue to work properly, the radiator, and I'll get another year or two out of the car because I'm going to eventually have to upgrade soon anyhow because it's 20 years old almost, the car now, and she's getting tired. So I'm going to probably retire another year, get another year of taxi out of her, and then hopefully that will I'll look for something newer or new to me, but it has to be within the limits. It was really warm today too. It was here in Halifax. I got up to 28 on the thermometer, and inland Greenland at the air it got to 34 today with the humidex. And we had to start worrying about humidex now. We're starting to get humidex numbers here. It's even warm tonight. Tonight it's like 14, 15 degrees out. It's nighttime, so it's going to be very difficult to sleep tonight, even with the fans on. I got fans here. I don't have AC, but I didn't think I'd have to put my my fans and stuff on. And this early in the year, I thought it would be probably at least another month or two before I had to do that. But it's getting dry and hot again, so I don't mind. I love it. It just takes a while for your body to get used to it when you're when it's cold so much of the year. Now I can really smell this cucumber lime carbonated beverage. It's really strong and it's a really unique taste. It's almost like a mojito without the alcohol. So I recommend trying it sometime. Try some natural things, different drinks. The great thing is having this with a soda maker. You can make so many things. You can turn ordinary apple juice into carbonated apple juice, or orange juice, or anything else. Even vegetable juice tastes pretty cool, carbonated, and it's great for making a regular red wine or into a bubbly wine, which is pretty cool, like a champagne. So try your soda machine maker. There are all kinds of different ones out there. I'm not going to recommend one because I'm not getting promoted. But if you want to promote it and you want to pay me and give me a free soda machine, whatever it's called, I'll advertise it here. So there's a T-shirt. If you have a logo or company you want to pay me to do videos, or you want to see your logo on my video, or even a temporary tattoo, I'm willing to do that if you're willing to fork out some money to help keep this going. But basically, that's what I went on. I worked all day today. It was a half decent day. I got about 5 calls in altogether. And my day started really late because I didn't get my first calls almost like after 5, and then it was a good call. I went out to Harriet's Field, and that was like a $35 call, and then I had a few other calls after that. So it was not a wash of a day, but it was pretty good. Well, actually, it was pretty good for a Wednesday, considering COVID and all. So getting 5 calls was not too bad. All the money went into my tank and went to pay off and pay the office. So there's no money for me, but at least I get the car going and I'm making money for everyone. And hopefully I'll make some money for me. I have to pay the garages and pay the people, friends, and I'm just so far in debt right now. It's unreal. It's because of the COVID. There's just not enough business out there to make any money. Too many cars in the taxi business right now. But hopefully my loan comes through from the bank, my business loan for my business, and hopefully that will get me afloat and get me to get some debts covered. You're always trading, it's like borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, but the bank has a little better products, it might be, to make it easier to pay Paul and Peter and everyone else off. Just have one person you owe money to, which isn't bad. So then I came home and I actually put on a pizza. I had a frozen pizza. Excuse me, and I bought some of that juice, like the cucumber lime carbonated drink. I had that tonight. I got the mix for that, and so what I did then is I made that, and basically after I had my pizza, I called up a friend of mine and talked to her for a bit, and then I had another friend I had talked to down in Mexico, so I talked to him, and I talked to another friend of mine in Guatemala, and someone else I just talked to briefly in Israel, and they say things are they feel a lot more comfortable now that the rockets aren't firing from either side. So I'm not taking a side in that debate at all. So basically, then I just got ready, got my camera gear ready, and reviewed a couple pictures, and went through the library and found this one behind me that's I took earlier in the evening here in Lawrencetown. And basically that's it. So this is my report for the day, and I hope you all are well, and I hope that the good Lord is with you, or whoever you believe in, and that all goes well in the future. And I really appreciate you for tuning in, And take care and stay safe. And remember to have respect for one another, because I really care about you out there.